It's time for another good Palladium match, or so I've been told. Between, in the purple, we've got Stefan, King of Awu, not actually with the Quickening, but with a Steel Vital commander. The Assault Commander, right? An Assault Commander? Strike Commander. With rovers, so no blueprint for them. Their teammate, Skell, in the blue, of course playing Cloakbots, with an Engineer Commander. And indeed, Sling as the blueprint. I spam emissaries for facts, which means that they are, of course, the green tanks. And indeed, emissary spamming commander. No one getting the maxes, with the last teammate, Logix, in the light blue. It is the shield bot player for them. No Chudy this time around, so Logix has to pick up the shield bot factory role. Shield bot role. Right, in the yellow we've got Das Vital, of course, fighting against Stefan in the Cloakbots for them. With a Guardian Commander for them. The Subtus Steel Vital Commander as well. In the orange, their teammate Muha Toro with the orange Rover Factory and a Jumpet Commander. Because, of course, that's what we used to see from them. In the red, it is Cabin Boy. With a very far forward Strike Commander, the Captain. And last but not least, we've got Sixy, the Glaive Enjoyer, Glaive Spammer. Of course, with Cloakbots. Bob the Builder with Sling as the blueprint. Always nice to have like an artillery unit like Bulkhead or Sling as your blueprint, just so that you can spam those on the front lines and take care of enemy stingers. Already Cabin Boy far forwards with that commander, couple of glaives in support, will take down the Lotus, but does already take quite a bit of damage themselves. On this map, Banana Republic, you've got those very good maxes, two of them, one here, one there, like 3.6, 3.7 metal each, whereas of course normal maxes only like 2 metal. And up north, Scorches, already taken care of at least 1 max. Third push from Team East over there. Not that effective yet. Down south, a lot less fighting going on, but a Das Vital has helped the position and has secured all 3 maxes. Might get overwhelmed a little bit, but with the Reaver and those glaives there, and of course that commander, they should be able to hold on there. Other units now are all going to try and help out up north. I mean, with like 2 or 3 V1, maybe 2. Yeah, they should easily be able to push them back. Glaives for a little bit of a pincer maneuver, trying to pick off all of the reinforcements, but will also get slowed down by the Limpet. And over here, well, bandits, raiders, quite nice, but enemy commanders, of course, in a bit of an anti-raider role, and as a bit of a riot. Lightning rifle, a decent rioting weapon, but of course not exactly high AoE, so it isn't that good against groups of units. And there they come once again. Glaives picking off a little bit of eco, but do have to watch out against the enemy Reaver, and not really helping out against this fight far forwards. I mean, commander over here for Stefan, heavily damaged. 1 more shot, another gone. Yeah, there goes. Commander gone, forces all gone. Is it GG? No, it isn't that bad. Since of course Logix is pushing down south, in the middle, green and blue are also able to push forwards. But the northern position is definitely not in the best position ever. If we, well, are generous. That's probably the best thing about it. If we're generous, they're not in a very good position. I don't think it loses you the game, yet. But, over here, Factus Commander, Green Commander, going down. No mystery spam for them. The Captain? Is the Captain going to live? I mean, if it is Pomerstrand, it might not, but Glaze and Reaver with enough DPS to push away those couple of Blitz. Yeah, suddenly 80 versus 50 eco. That is not looking good. Down south though, Logics not going for the classic shield ball composition, just rogue spamming. Quite nice, because of course they're currently facing off against the riots, which skirmishers counter. Facing off against the commander, which is a slow target. So is also countered by skirmishers, especially because they also outrange them. And what else does Vapital have right now? Well, they've got a knight. A singular knight. Yeah, that can soak a bit of damage. But the rogues are high alpha damage, so currently 4000 burst. Yeah, even a knight is not able to soak that much. And they've still got enough bandits there to help out against 4 or 5 glaives. So Logic's doing a very good job down south. Now also going to be pushing orange. What do they have? Well, they've got one fencer, one knight from yellow, and then a couple of badges. That's about it. In other words, they don't have anything, but I mean, a lot of the rogues seem to have disappeared. But the commander is still toast. The walking storage seemingly trying to... No, it actually just terraforming the caretaker. I was like, oh, it's going to do the cool cat of terraforming itself down, but it isn't. Okay. And why are we losing every lane? Well, actually, this lane you have pushed back. And that means that this caretaker is able to get you like 1000 reclaim, most likely. Down south, Logics. Can we kill this max? Ah! You don't need to kill this one. You need to kill this one. Small difference. On the western side, we do also have geothermal going up right now, whereas the one from Das Vapital has already been up for quite a bit. Also linked to at least 2 maxes, but not to all of them. Not that it matters all that much, but would still be good in the future. And up north, well, you were pushing a while ago, but Commander 460 has gone down. So no slings will be spammed there. No sling printer. And down south, well, Commander for Das Vapital, not exactly the healthiest ever, but still, Ogre getting captured by the dominatrix. But will soon be cleaned up itself, at least I would assume so. I mean, the enemy counter is already out on the field. It's what they're mostly building. And hey, a couple of scythes will be nice. We'll be able to take down the mystery if they want to. And they do want to. Alright. With a little bit of micro just to dodge the rogue. And it does indeed go down. Second one moves forwards, but should be microed a little bit. Just so that it is not uncovered. But there is still like no real way for you to easily get it into the back lines. But hey, who said it had to be easy? It's a Palladium game. Palladium, there is of course high level, 2200 elo at least. So yeah, that's Vapital getting the scythe through. Unlikely to really do any damage, but it will be nice to scout. I mean, just scouting the fact that the enemy is going for a gunship land is already quite nice. That's one max gone. Second max will disappear very shortly as well. You can, if you spot the reavers, just sneak through the mountain pass. So, at least you have spotted the gunship land. So you know to prepare at least a little bit of anti-air. Or be prepared to build a little bit of anti-air. Couple of glaives. Will also kill the conjurer. Very nice. And should also be able to clean up a single loader. Metal extractor for now will stay up unless they're able to hit it from up the hill. I mean, it's difficult for them to really get up this hill, as in the pathing doesn't allow for it. But hey, if they are able to get there, they would be able to kill it. Ogres literally are the counter. Counter to Badger? Badger and Dominatrix? What? No, Dominatrix counters Ogre. I don't know what you're talking about there, Logics. Watch it with your commander, that's what I would say about it. Make sure to keep that alive, but I guess I'm just a little too late for that now. Up north, 60, still glaive spamming, glaive enjoying a whole lot. And a nice little stinger outranging, way outranging, because they already do that by default. Bulkhead is up on the hill, so will definitely be very nice there. Still outranged by slings. Yes, I mean it doesn't really show that the slings are like reduced range for the from the spire, but that's just because they were so close to it. And Muhatoro carrying every game. I mean, they're maybe trying to get to purple. Have you thought about that? The others are just coasting on their purples. And just being like, I'll keep my purple anyways. But there's someone who's trying to get their first purple. Actually, I don't know if it would be their first purple, but they're at least trying to get purple. At least that's what it looks like. And 60, taking all of those glaives down south? I don't know. Maybe gift them to Das Capital? Just so you don't have to split your attention between up north and down south. It's also quite easy for Das Capital to integrate into the rest of their army, since they are already playing cloakbots. But I really just don't know about this. Using the AoE from the Reaver just to kill the mechs, slowly but surely. But yeah, I don't really like the fact that 60 is splitting their attention this much right now. But hey, if they're able to make it work, that is fine, of course. Kevin Boy earlier, of course, was complaining about, oh, we're losing every lane. Well, currently doesn't look like it anymore. That commander is disappearing very shortly. There it goes. Suddenly it is gone. Your commander, Kevin Boy's commander, still alive. There is a lot of reclaim, 3,000 reclaim on the field. Is not really going to be picked up by anyone yet, but there they are. What are you dropping? Reavers, I think. Dart? What? There was a distraction? Huh? Okay, that is probably just like a misclick, because the dart was never going to clean up double max. But hey, over here, chat on drop, very nice. Reaver will be cleaning up this advanced geothermal, 1500 value, gone just like that. Eco, at least the overdrive eco, will be reduced. Das Capital's commander will also disappear, there it goes. Couple of glaives, countered by Reaver, so are not going to do anything either. And you can still kill that factory if you really want to. And you really should want to. So Skel doing a really good job there. Still, is it going to be enough? I mean, 2000 HP, so you will kill it before the enemy Reavers come in, at least I would assume so. Yep, there it goes, alright. Metal Extractor will also still go down. But the north is still not looking good. Army value on their side, like 6,000. Army value on your side, 1,800. If you're lucky. Of course, single Phoenix is going to try and be annoying. Will seemingly get like a couple of Ronings killed through the afterburn. But that doesn't really seem like it's going to be good enough. At least not for now. Orange still very strong. Would be nice to just get Das Capital's size there. Kill like 3-4 more emissaries. Or just do it with your own raiders. Raiders or late game raiders, as in assaults. But yeah, those were indeed a bit of an issue. Emissary is also one of the only things that Tank Factory is really able to do against Dominatrix. You're able to use like Cyclops to outrange it, or Emissary. And Emissary is pretty strong for that. I mean, it is not the slowest projectile ever. It's actually relatively fast, has good AoE. So even if you barely miss, you're still likely going to do a lot of damage. And Dominatrix doesn't have a lot of HP. Over here, the last couple of Ravagers will not die to the afterburn, but they might die to the enemy bandits. But yeah, that's once again being very annoying. I would have probably liked to just see them focus on a couple of maxes first. But hey. Didn't do too poorly there. I mean, at least still disrupting a little bit of overdrive, taking down caretakers, storage, whatever. But yeah, shield wall down south. Very scary indeed. We haven't really looked at it, but those reaver drops up north were also a bit of a problem. 60's base is gone. You've still got a couple of factories. You've got rovers, rover plates, and bot. And the rest of it you have to rebuild. It's 68 versus 32 eco. So yeah, you've got what you have up north. You've got that middle push with a couple of rovers. But you're unlikely to really get any more value on the field. At least not quickly. Phoenix bombing the badges. Some of these will still burn to a crisp. Unless this commander repairs them, but it does not do that. And Dominatrix, a little bit of the same. Can also burn quite easily from Phoenix. But these three will survive. But just the momentum they've lost and insane eco they've lost, I would say that suddenly West is looking very, very good. The blue team should be able to win this from this position. Commander over here for Cabin Boy might just barely go down. No, okay, it doesn't go down. Unless it is accidentally being sent forwards. But yeah, 1200 HP could easily get sniped. Either by a couple of Locust, maybe a Phoenix, or just sending in a couple of Ravagers to finish it off. But yeah, down south, the Logic's shield ball, definitely still scary. You've got a good amount of HP, 20,000 HP just to soak a lot of the shield charge from the Felon shots. Sure. But is it also going to be enough to actually finish off these units after that? That's the question, because how much shield? 10,000 shield, yeah, so you can't really kill all of these knights. And there we go, finally. Das Fapital with the size doing a little bit of damage, but yeah, only taking down like 2. Last Scythe will survive, will be able to run away. I mean, can still move around the side and go to the third emissary. But yeah, there, once again, they go. The Locust in the back of the base. Are they more effective than the Magpies I saw a while ago? Same map. Was like, oh yeah, Magpie is very effective. War of the Magpies. Didn't really work out too well. And GG! Honestly, that Reaver drop kinda just flipped this game around all of a sudden. It was looking very good for Team East, but suddenly the Reaver drop, destroying their eco, destroying their bases, and they never managed to recover.